Okay, good morning, students. Today we will discuss about the semaphores in interprocess communication. So last class we have discussed about the producer and consumer problem, but anyhow we will recall the concept of producer and consumer problem. We are going to solve this producer and consumer problem with help of the semaphores. So already we discussed about the print as spooler directory, the process and the process B, A, B, C can write something into the spooler directory. The printer daemon is the another one which can take the file from the spooler directory. Looking at the spooler directory, if there is a files to be printed, it takes the file from the spooler directory, then it sends for the printout. Here, the process can be called as a producers, which can produce the file, which can save the file to the spooler directory. Continuously, it can send the file for spooler directory. The printer daemon is the another process which is called consumer. If there is a files to be printed, then it takes a look at the spooler directory. If there is a pending file, if there is a file is waiting in the spooler directory, takes the file from the spooler directory, then it is sent to the printer. So producer consumer is a well-known problem. So producer will be continuously producing, and the consumer will be, as long as the producer produces the problem, the item is available, the consumer will take the item, will consume the items. Producer also produce as long as the items are consumed by the consumers. If consumers stop consuming the item, producer cannot produce. If producers stop producing the items, the consumer cannot even consume the item. So they two depend on each other. Producer highly depend on the consumer highly depend on the producers. Okay. Now we'll come to the technical part. So the thing is that these are the two processes which depends on one another. Okay, producer can produce the items as long as the consumer start using the items. If there is no consumer to use your items, then producer cannot produce. The slot may be full, so we cannot continue producing. The consumer also, similarly, the consumer also can consume the items as long as the item is available. The producer is supplying the items. So this is the logic behind the producer consumer problem. So already we discussed about the slots, and the producer puts the item into the slot, consumer takes item from slot, and the producer and consumer, they will have a sleep and wake up calls. When the slot is full, the producer can put in the sleep mode. When item is started consuming the consumer, they can give a wake up call to the producer so that they can start producing the items. Likewise, the consumer, there is no item to consume, the consumer can enter in the sleeping mode. When the item is entered into the slot, the producer can send a wake up call to the consumers. This is what the idea. So no item is to be consumed, the consumer can put in a sleep mode. When the slot is full, the producer can also be in a sleep mode. Okay, and the consumer can give a wake up call to the producer to produce the item. The producer also can give a wake up call to the consumer. That is, it says that there is an item to be consumed, so consumer can start using the item. That's called wake up call. So this algorithm we discussed in the last class. Now we are going to discuss about the semaphores. So what is in semaphores? Semaphore is like it's like a variable. Okay, the variable which was introduced by the mathematician called Discosta. So they use the two operations called down and up instead of sleep and wake up. It's like a sleep and wake up concept is done with the help of the variable or two operations called down and up. Then there will be Q, and what is the status for implementing semaphore is like a record type which has got integer variable and the Q of process. Okay, when the down value is greater than 1, then the value will be removed, decremented. Okay, Likewise, the same thing will be for up. The value will be incremented. Down and up will be incremented, decremented, and when it is down, nobody enter into critical region. When it is up, anybody can use the critical region. This is the concept behind the semaphores. So now we'll come to the technical concepts. I mean the algorithm concept. Before that, there are two kind of semaphores. One is binary semaphores and the counting semaphores. So binary semaphores, it's like the normal used semaphores. That is what we are going to see in the next algorithm. So that is called the mutex. The mutex value will be 1. That means nobody is using the critical region. Nobody is in the using that enter. What is the enter into the critical region? So it makes sure that implementation of mutual exclusion. So semaphore is 1. Basically, the mutex is the semaphore variable, which is 1. So which downs, which means mutex becomes 0, which means no other process can enter into the critical region. So the process can, producer or the consumer can in the critical sections. When the process, then the operation is over, they can up the mutex. I mean again it can come to the value 1. So mutex is the semaphore variable. That is nothing. Mutex is nothing but a mutual exclusion. The short form is mutex. It's kind of semaphore variable. So initially it will be 1, and when I enter into critical region, I down the mutex. If it is 1, it will be 0. If it is 0, it cannot be down. It cannot be minus value. So which means that somebody is in the critical region. So I may not be entering into the critical regions. Oh, now is what the counting. The counting semaphore is for concurrent process. Okay. Now we'll look at only the binary semaphores. So what is the initial setup for the binary semaphores to solve the producer consumer problem? The slot can have 100 values or 100 files for 100 items. It's an integer variable. It's a semaphore is a type def. It's a special kind of integer variable. So mutex is the one kind of semaphore which value 1. The empty is 100 initially. All the fields, all the slot is empty. So 100 slot is empty. Nothing is full. The full is 0. So we make initial initializations to start the algorithm. So first we start with the producer and consumer. There is no item is produced, no item is consumer, no item is to consume. The initially the total slot is 100. The empty is also 100. Nothing is full, so I make it full as 0. So after setting the initial background works or initial installation work, I'm getting into the producer algorithm. So item is going to be inserted into the slot. So first, as long as it's true, so this algorithm it produce the item, whatever the item, the file to be printed or anything. So that is assigned to the variable called items. That's the integer. This is the produced item which is assigned to items. First I'm down the empty. Empty was initially it was 100. The first item is going to be entered to the slot. So it's become empty is become 99. 100 item was there. So now I'm going to produce the items. One item is going to be inserted. So I down the empty. Empty become 99. Again, I down the mutex. Mutex is initially 1, so it's become 0. So I'm entering into critical region, and I insert the item into the buffer. And once the insert item, the value is over, I up the mutex again. Before leaving at the time of leaving the after the work is over, at the time of after leaving the critical region, I up the mutex. Okay, so that other can enter into critical region. Up the full. Full was initially 0. Up the full in the sense become 1. So initially empty was 100 and full was 0. First item is produced. So empty become 99, full become 1. So I'm inserting item with the help of mutex down and up. So this will go like this. The consumers. Okay, I can consume as long as I have item. If already full, no minus value cannot be allocated. So you check the full. If the full is 10, so full become 9. And I am entering into the critical region with the help of mutex and remove the item and up the mutex. So that other can enter into critical region and up the empty. So empty was For example, there are 50 items has been produced. I'm taking the one items. So what happens? Empty become 51. The fill become 49. This is what the things. I started consuming the items so that the producer and consumer problem can work properly without disturbing each others. Okay. So this is done with the help of three concepts. One is called mutex, empty, and full. Mutex, it control you. It allows you to take care of the critical region. That is inserting the item and removing the item. That should not happen at the same time. Okay. The empty, we have 100 empties. So that is also done with the help of the checks with the help of semaphores. The fill is initially it was 0. The producer can fill till it reaches the maximum items. Okay. So with the help of three variables, semaphore is nothing but three special variables. I've defined integer semaphores. With the help of that thing, we are making sure that the producer and consumer is working properly. Okay, this is what about today's concept. So if there is any doubt, you can ask me. Thank you, students. Have a good day.